The jailer is the villain of the next expansion Shadowlands. We know that he is working with Sylvanas since the novel Edge of Night, that takes place after the defeat of Arthas in Escrown Citadel. But who he actually is? In this video I will try to cover up his identity. So let's go straight with the first option, Musa. Musa is the Faraki Law of Death, and we discover about him in the dungeon of Zul'Farrak, back in Vanilla. While questing there, we find a tablet that tells us about the history and lore of the Faraki tribe, and the name of Musa is mentioned as the Law of Death. He also makes an appearance in the book Traveler, where we discover a bit more about his personality. Unlike Monswandi, he doesn't care at all for the balance between life and death, and his goal is to bring death to all living creatures on Azeroth, and to put the planet on a state of perpetual night. By watching Sylvanas in his last years, there is a sort of connection about her action and Musa's goal, but I don't actually believe that he is the jailer. We have been told at BlizzCon that there will be a dungeon called the Other Side. That is the realm of Monswandi, and he will go there to aid him. So probably Musa could potentially be a boss or the final boss of this dungeon. But I wanted to mention him because this is one of the first options bringing up by the community, and even today is being discussed by the most credible. So for second option is that the jailer is a titan. And yes, at BlizzCon they say the Shadowlands and the jailer predates the time of them. But we know how much they like to retcon things at Blizzard, like Archimonde not being dead at the end of Warcraft 3. So my theory is that the jailer was actually the first titan to ever awaken by his state of Word Soul. Or even better, he is a twin brother to a Manful. We know that the titans are beings of order. Their mission is to bring order to the cosmos. But when they go knights, they do it totally and go very crazy like Sargeras. And possibly the way that the jailer wanted to bring order was by ruling over the cosmos and not by helping him ordering like the Pantheon. So due of his mind of his action, Amanful was forced to fight and banish him in order to proceed with the mission and form the Pantheon. And I do believe he's a titan because on the frames in the featured trailers he kinda resembles one. His clothing style is similar to the other members of the Pantheon. He also appears to have long silver hair, like Amanful, Golganeth and Organo, but also he wears a crown and is in chain in the first frame where he appears. Speaking of change, let's go with the first theory that the jailer is actually the evil side or a side casted away by the Arbiter. The Arbiter is the being that have the job to judge every souls that come to the Shadowlands. He decides if you have worth to go to Bastion or you are going to go straight forward to pain and suffering in the Maw. So in order to do so, maybe the Arbiter needed to cast away all his negative and evil thoughts, making them create the jailer, and do of this banish him in the realm where only the most evil souls go, the Maw. And this could potentially say why jailer is in chain, and maybe why the Maw keep on growing more and more and more in these last centuries. And for the third theory, grab yourself your tinfoil hat because with this one I'm going really wild. My theory is that the jailer is an entity like Loom of the Void Lords. We do know that there are the forces of the six main forces of the Warcraft cosmology. We have light, void, death, life, order, disorder. So my theory is that for every force there is a major one, like Elun or the Voidlords, and from that we have the Jailer. And so in a time even before the great war between light and void that created the cosmos and the great dark beyond, maybe light and void, Elun and Voidlords fight together against the Jailer in order to confine him on his realm, in order that he will not threat the other forces of the cosmos and keep some sort of balance. Why I do believe so is that in the comic The Three Sisters, the Void whisper to Valeria, kill her, she serves the enemy of all. Well, actually, we know that Sylvanas is working, but she's not a servant of the Jailer. But how the Void was able to recognize her? Maybe the Void recognized her power. We see that Sylvana's power has gone wild, and this was a topic of discussion after the fight with Sarva. We see Lord Femar and other members of the Alliance and Horde talking about their newfound powers and trying to figure out what sort of magic was that. So probably the Void, which has a connection to Alleria, to her state of being actually a Void Elf, discovered the connection between Sylvanas and the Jailer, and as first thing the Void whispered her to kill her sister. But we don't know how the Void tells a lot of things. Some of them, most of them are lies, and some of them are truth. And this is all for today. These are my idea on who the Jailer will actually be. I would like to hear your opinion on the comment section below, or if you prefer, come and join my Discord server. The link is in the description, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for your time and have a wonderful night.